Ви б спитали Ілона Маска, маючи таку можливість, про космос, бізнес чи, можливо, про освіту. Адже Ілон Маск у свій час теж був іноземним студентом і навчався в 2 американських університетах. Як потрапити на навчання в США і, головне, як отримати стипендію? Всі ці питання ти можеш поставити представникам 100 коледжів та університетів під час безкоштовної онлайн-виставки EducationUSA, що відбудеться 6 листопада. Переходь за посиланням та реєструйся. Це твій шанс стати на крок ближче до свого майбутнього.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Education USA Ukraine Thursday lectures. We're really happy to see you. My name is Katerina Alexandruk. I'm the outreach coordinator for the Education USA Ukraine. And as a reminder, Education USA is a network of consulting centers, and we are here in Ukraine to help you to understand better the educational system in the United States, to see the opportunities you have, to teach you on how to apply to American universities, and actually to provide you with a complete, unbiased, and very current information about higher education in the United States. And I encourage you to visit our website to see the programs, opportunities, events that are happening in Ukraine with Education USA. And actually, I would love to remind everybody that on this Saturday, we will be having a virtual higher education fair where you will be able to speak to more than 100 American universities. So if you have any questions about anything you want to find out about university, student life, application, finances, please join us on Saturday. You can register for the fair. You can see and find the registration on our website. And you can always sign for personal consultations with our advisors who can also help you to answer your questions about the application and higher education in the United States. And today we will be speaking about choosing the perfect university or perfect program for you, focusing on the graduate school. And I'm very pleased to introduce our guest speaker today. Casey Cooley is an international student recruitment coordinator at University of Houston, Victoria. And Casey will be sharing some tips about how to, what to look when you look for university, when you look for program, and about the university she's representing. So Casey, welcome. And before I give you the floor, I just want to remind everybody that you have a chat box for your questions, and please feel free to leave them there, and we will come back to your questions at the end of the presentation. Casey.
Thank you so much, Katya. I am so excited to be here, and I'm so grateful to have you host this session with us at UHV. So yes, I would love to talk to all of your students about selecting a university in the United States and determining what university is really a right fit for you. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Alrighty. So selecting an institution in the United States to study, can be quite overwhelming. You have so many choices. There's so many things that you might want to look into in order to determine what is the best fit for you. And let's see. So I'd love to give you a little bit of a background. This is my director. Her name is Dr. Harith. Dr. Harith is amazing. She's been with UHV for about 6 years, and she was an international student herself. She started coming to the United States on an F1 visa from Sri Lanka, and she studied communications. And then she, as she worked towards her degrees, she qualified for the H-1B visa, and then changed her status to a permanent resident as a U.S. citizen. And she has quite a lot of experience in international education. As far as for me, I've been with UHV for a little over 2 years. I started as a student and I worked as a student worker, and I recently graduated in May from UHV and have continued to be employed by them working in the International Programs Department. I absolutely love working with our international students. It's bringing me quite a lot of joy, and I love sharing information to give you all of the tools that you will need so that you can select the best university for you. Additionally, a lot of universities and colleges, even just within the United States, are quite different to one another. So, just as you are a unique individual, you'll want to choose a school that matches your unique needs. Today, I'd love to cover just a little bit about how to research universities and find what's going to fit for you, a little bit about the timeline that you should expect, a little bit about studying in the United States, what majors and minors might interest you, about changing them, potential employment opportunities working on or off campus. We have lots of internship opportunities, as well as other schools might offer those things as well. And just how immigration will impact you, and have backup plans as well. There are a lot of different types of colleges and universities in the United States. Community colleges usually grant degrees called associate degrees, which are they're considered to be undergraduate degrees. There are technical colleges that grant certifications in a very specific field. There are private universities, public universities, universities that will offer master's programs or PhD programs. There are universities with certain religious affiliations. So there are a lot of options for you in order to choose, again, what is going to be the best fit for you. So it's really key to research what type of college or university that is going to align with your ultimate goals. Another thing to consider is program specifics in your university. So that begs the question, what is a major and what is a minor? So a major is this collection of courses and experiences so that you can earn a specific degree. This includes having a specific number of credits or units needing to be completed in order to earn that degree. These can be subjects of English, biology, history, communications, definitely whatever interests you. You can also pursue in professional fields, nursing or law degrees, education. And you can always change your major. I think sometimes a lot of students feel that there can be a lot of pressure to declare a major and then stick with that major if you've taken a couple of classes and you decide maybe this isn't for me. That's absolutely okay and can be expected for a lot of students. A lot of the purpose of attending a university is to decide and learn through experience what is going to be the best fit for you, what's going to be something that you're going to want to pursue professionally for many years. So figuring that out while you're at your university of choice is the best spot in order to determine what is going to be what you really want to do. Additionally, a minor is coupled with your major. The minor is an area of academic concentration. So what you can do with this that can benefit you is you can select a major. For example, maybe you would like to select a major in computer science. By selecting a minor in a different field, maybe let's hypothetically say business, you could build a career path in which you work in the computer science field, but you have knowledge in business as well, and that could train you to be a leader or in management within that field of computer science. These minors, they require a lot less classes, so you can pursue many different minors to really build a unique degree for exactly what your goals are. So how do you do this research? It can be very daunting. There's so much information out there. How do you obtain what you're looking for? So when you're searching for a university that interests you, you want to look at what the program majors and minor offerings are and what are their rank. You want to determine, is the program you're interested in available at this university? And what is the rankings? Are the rankings even important to you? Finding schools that are accredited and have certain rankings can determine if that's something that might further your career down the line. And additionally, a lot of universities do offer internships and work-related experiences that can actually give you course credits, and that would further your professional experience while you're studying. Another thing that you could consider when you're researching your university is the campus size. Do you prefer large campuses or small campuses? Large classrooms with many students to one faculty member, or a small classroom that gives you a little bit more attention with your professors? You know, you are a person and not just a number to the university. So you want to determine, what kind of environment is going to be the best for you and make you feel like you can be the most successful version of yourself. Additionally, you always want to check out safety around your campus. How important is your safety? When you're researching a university, you can also research the surrounding area. Especially if you research online, you can find statistics and determine what kind of environment just around the campus that you'll be interacting with while you're there. Additionally, a lot of our reasoning for pursuing our degrees is so that we can advance our professional careers. So you might want to do a little bit more research on the university that you're interested in as far as job placement. With the chosen field, how many students secure jobs? And what opportunities does the institution has for their students to be employed? A lot of universities do internship programs and help their students secure these job openings in order to further their professional experience while they're still earning their degree. Remember though that, you always you can take a lot of advice from your friends or your colleagues about what institution might work for you, but ultimately that is going to be your own decision. So you have unique needs and you are a unique individual. So make sure that you find what's exactly going to work for you, because that may not be the same as what's going to work for someone else. Additionally, you'll want to know a lot of detailed information about the application process. What kind of fees are required in submitting an application? How many institutions are you planning to apply to? Do you have 5, 10, or 20 universities that interest you? If you do have a large list of universities, that is wonderful and you can start with that. But I definitely would suggest that you narrow down that list by writing out pros and cons about what the universities offer that fit with your needs and what the universities offer that may not be of interest to you. And that will help you whittle down your list to the perfect university. And you also might want to know, what are the application requirements? Does your university base submission off GPA? Do they require certain test scores like SAT or ACT? As a graduate student, will you be required to submit your GRE or GMAT scores? Will you need to submit personal statements or recommendation letters? Will you also have to complete an interview before you're granted full admission? These are very important items to consider when you're thinking about what university that interests you and what they might require and how that affects you in the long run. Also, universities might require certain down payments or deposits. They might have a wait list or a wait time. Do they offer transition help with the institution? Do they provide lots of support through emails or conversations? Will they help you secure a visa or guide you in that process to give you more information? Do they offer virtual orientations or sessions in order to get you adjusted to the university? Because studying in the US as an international student, you can, find a lot of these items. It could be overwhelming if you weren't expecting them. So having the tools and the resources in order to expect these items will make you a much more prepared student and much more confident in your decisions. Additionally, universities do offer some funding and scholarships for international students. These opportunities could be from securing an on-campus employment position, which could lower your tuition rate to in-state or give tuition waivers or offering scholarships just for their international students. Researching these institutions in the US will determine what fits your needs, not only for what your goals are, but what your financial place is right now. Some of the types of funding that the US can grant would be merit-based funding, which is based on GPA. It can also be based on a personal statement. A lot of this type of funding is competitive. So you'll be competing with other international students in order to secure this type of funding based on your past experience and based on what you tell the committee who chooses the people who receive this type of funding. Additionally, there's other types of funding, like if you come on an athletic scholarship, if you are planning on performing some type of research or teaching, or there's even graduate teaching and research assistantships. These assistantships are great because they can grant you on-campus employment while also giving you an opportunity in order to lower your tuition rate. But it depends on the school, because each school's scholarship criteria are different. They're all going to require different things. So this is very essential for you to do the research to determine, well, all of these scholarships are available for the university that I am interested in, but what do they require in order for these scholarships to be granted to me? Working in the US is a wonderful experience, and in the US, the sky is the limit. Whatever your limit is, your personal limit is whatever you want to achieve. You can look for on-campus employment or on-campus internships. A lot of times, universities will offer volunteering positions or off-campus work options as well. Some of the on-campus locations that are popular in order to work at the universities are in the tutoring center, where you're able to work with other students, help them achieve their educational goals. You can work in the dining center, where you're able to serve students meals according to their, and you're also able to work for career centers where they help students polish up their resumes and help them look for work. There's also opportunities to work with marketing departments in order to get the word out about the university. There's many, many, many different types of departments within the university, so it's always wonderful to do your research and think about what types of departments, what types of positions interest you and what you would really like doing, and what would also serve your professional goals. So the question begs, if you're working, well, how much can you make? So usually, as a student, you would work about 20 hours per week when school is in session. And then during breaks for Thanksgiving or spring break, Christmas break, might be eligible to work up to 40 hours when school is not in session. So that would be full-time employment, which would give you a lot of extra financial stability to meet any fun things that you want to do or any financial goals that you might have. Usually the hourly salary can range anywhere from $7.50 upwards to $15 US, depending on the state and the position. And sometimes that also depends on the department you're working for as well. Some universities do give higher pays depending on the department that is offering the position. So talking about employment on campus, you can start on-campus employment usually as soon as you're enrolled in a full-time course load. As a graduate student, your full-time course load would be 6 hours in the summer, which is about 2 classes, and 9 credit hours in fall and spring, which is 3 classes. Once on-campus employment is secure, you would be in contact with your international office or the HR office, who will work with you to complete the proper paperwork and your authorization to work. You can also work more than one job. The only stipulation is that you abide by the 20 hours per week when campus is in session, or the 40 hours per week when campus is not in session. But you can hold as many jobs as fits within those hourly requirements. If you've never worked before, you can always work with the university's Career Center and the international office of that university, so that you can understand what the proper work etiquette would be like in the United States, as well as understanding what to be expected when you are employed. A lot of paid work includes, you can be an office assistant as a student, serve as a resident life worker in the dorms at your university, and even working for faculty in your field. Additionally, you might have some options at your university for internships. Internships are important that you complete before your program is finished. Internships allow students to learn more about their potential fields, and you can build your resume this way, adding to your knowledge base, gaining experience, and you're making connections in your field by networking. This is an extremely amazing opportunity to pursue because it can make you a more competitive candidate when you enter the workforce. You can always inquire at your university if your internships are available through your academic program, or what internships might be available outside of your academic program. You can take part in multiple internships. You do not have to limit yourself to one experience. In fact, getting multiple internships and multiple different types of experiences can lead you to many future job opportunities, because an employer will look at those experiences and determine that you have a lot of different knowledge in different fields that can apply to whatever you're applying for. Some things to think about are, what are you looking for college and a university education? Do you know what it takes from start to finish, from the beginning of the admissions process to the point where you would be entering the workforce? Are you able to sustain the financial commitment of a 4-year degree? It is important to determine how your financial position will impact your studies. Are you able to work and maintain good grades? Have you done enough research about the program that you're planning to pursue? You definitely don't want to enter into a university and not really know what the program's all about and how it might impact your professional career later on. Additionally, will the field bring you any joy? Are you doing this for you or for someone else? Are you thinking to pursue graduates, am I thinking to do graduate studies and pursue it further? At what point are you, at what, sorry. It is important to determine what your professional goals are because it will determine at what level of degree you might want to stop for. And is it realistic? There are a lot of realistic things can happen in life about what happens if your visa is denied and what will be your backup plan. It's really important to, yes, do a lot of research about the program and what your goals are and what really fits your needs, but also to determine, well, if all of my perfect plan A doesn't go exactly how I thought it would, what can I do as well? So applying to multiple universities, inquiring to multiple universities about what programs they offer will give you an idea of what you would like to do, but if that doesn't work out, what can also work for you. Some final tips that I have for you are making sure that all of your decisions are coming from you and to really sit with yourself and think about what you want to pursue and what major that might be. Even though it is important to think about the future and what major would give you the best income potential, you want to be happy with the major that you choose, and ultimately you want it to bring you joy. So do a lot of research and research the programs and universities that you're interested so that all options and all requirements, they fit your needs. You are your own person, so even though advice from family, friends can be very helpful in determining what path you might want to take, ultimately it is important to determine what you think is going to be the best fit for you, because you can select any path however you wish. Especially in the United States, selecting an institution that can walk you through career mapping is really helpful because it will give you an idea of what the US education system can be like. You are ultimately attending a university or a college to gain knowledge and life, professional experience, so you don't need to know everything. I know it can be overwhelming to do all this research and feel like it's just so much to know, but the ultimate goal of attending university is to give you the education and the knowledge along the way. Again, and to have a backup plan because the US visa is not granted to everyone. And most of the time you won't know exactly why the visa is denied if it is. So it's just important to know what you can do if your plan A doesn't work out. So I would love to talk to you a little bit more about the University of Houston and what we have to offer at our school, and to see if our university might be the best fit for you. At University of Houston in Victoria in Texas, we really pride ourselves on being affordable. We are one of the most affordable institutions in Texas, and we also prioritize personal attention. Our faculty to student ratio is 1:18, so we prioritize this small classes and a small campus so that our students can get personal attention from their faculty members, from staff members, so you don't feel like you're just a number, but that you are an individual and someone incredibly important to our institution and what makes us UHV. Additionally, we are located in Texas, which is at the southern middle of the United States. We have very warm summers and very mild winters. Our location is also very close to major cities like Austin, San Antonio, and Houston. These cities are rich in culture and history, and they have lots of opportunities to have fun, enjoy nature, and experience city life. Alrighty, and I would love to share a little video that actually one of our international students made for us to give you a little bit of an idea of what UHV is like. I love watching that video so much, and it makes me so happy to know that one of our amazing international students made that. It really gives an amazing idea of what UHV is like and how we really prioritize that you feel like family here and not just another student. We really want to prioritize that this feels like you're home away from home. Additionally, I'd love to talk about what kind of scholarships that we offer our international students. We absolutely love telling our students we offer a automatic scholarship of $3,000 to every single one of our international students. You do not have to apply for this scholarship. You are just automatically awarded once you're granted admission. Additionally, we have competitive scholarship opportunities upwards of $10,000 to $12,000. And this is based on a personal statement and a GPA of 3.0 for graduate students. A lot of our international students can also pursue graduate assistant opportunities, which will lower the tuition rate from an international rate into a in-state Texas tuition rate by securing that opportunity. So not only are you able to get job experience as a graduate assistant, but you're also able to pay in-state tuition. Additionally, some of the graduate programs that are really popular at UHV are our biomedical sciences program. A lot of our international students take this program in order to pursue their pre-med degree. Another popular program that we have are our computer science program. In fact, most of our computer science graduate students do hold graduate assistantships and work for many of our departments in Victoria, as well as faculty members. We also have a very popular business program. That would be our MBA and our computer information systems program as well. We have many different programs to offer whatever you're looking for, and also keep in mind that you can minor in a different program as well in order for it to be unique to what you need. So to summarize, well, why UHV? UHV prides itself on quick and easy admission. We're extremely fast in responding to our international students with all of the detailed information that they need, and we really want to be there to help you through the process, because I know that the process can be quite daunting. We are an accredited university, and we have quality programs which are nationally ranked by organizations such as the Princeton Review. We have an excellent faculty delivering high-value education and knowledgeable, dedicated staff. Most of our staff members have worked for 10 plus years at University of Houston, Victoria, so they're extremely knowledgeable and will be able to guide you through this process with the utmost professionalism and knowing their experience. We have very small class sizes so that you can feel a connection with your professors and students in order to connect with other students in your classes as well as network down the line. And it gives you great preparation for a career in your field of your choosing. Additionally, and again, we are very affordable, and we are offering scholarships available to every single one of our international students who apply. We also have a very safe campus environment, and we actually have two separate campuses. One of them is going to be in Victoria, which is our main campus, as well as our instructional teaching site in Katy, which is located in the Houston area, which is more of in the city. And this site as well is in a very safe campus area. We have a very exciting and attractive community around Victoria and in the Katy location. And there are lots of job opportunities on campus. Like I said, a lot of our graduate students who are pursuing computer science do hold graduate assistantships. And you can also take part in our internships. You can achieve practical knowledge by completing paid or unpaid internships with us related to your academic major. You will be doing an internship that would be prior to your graduation. And this will give you real-world experience in order to make your mark. Alrighty. And again, we offer a lot of personal attention for our international students. Here, you are not a statistic. You are our international student, and we want to make you feel as you are a part of our family. So I now ask you, are you ready to be a Jaguar? Here are some beautiful photos from past events we hold and some of our gorgeous international students. And a little bit more about our admissions process. For us, we do not require the SAT and ACT score. And if you do have above a 3.0 GPA US scale, then you would not be required to take the GRE or the GMAT, and that would be waived as well. We also do not require recommendation letters for full admission. Scholarships are based on the high school, college, or university transcript grades that you submit to us. And this would be the merit scholarship, which is the $10,000 to $12,000 scholarship. It would also include a personal statement and submitting your resume. We also offer lots of graduate and teaching assistantships, and the deadline to apply for our spring semester is going to be November 15th, which is coming up very, very soon. And then for our fall semester, it will be June 15th in the summer. You can also always call us. We have our phone number, as well as email us at international@uhv.edu. And I would love if you can check us out on social media. We're really active on social media as well, and you can get an idea of what campus life is like and what our international students like to do when they're on campus pursuing their degrees. You can also use your phone to scan this QR code if you'd like more information. We can always send you more information, and we would love to welcome you to our little family. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you hosting our session.
Presentation. Thank you so much. And I have a couple of questions for you, since we just finished with the application process and the assistantship and scholarship opportunities. And this is very important for our students. Many of Ukrainian students, they are looking for opportunities to find financing to cover their tuition and their living expenses. So for the graduate school, you said there is an opportunity to receive either scholarship or assistantship job. So my first question is for the scholarship. You just mentioned that the students just need to provide, like, to submit some personal statements. And also the resume, right? You said this is what you are looking for when you select students for the scholarship. So what needs to be on the personal statement so special, or on the resume, that you select the applicant for scholarship?
Yeah, so just to clarify, so we do have one scholarship that's completely automatic. That's that $3,000 one. They wouldn't have to do anything for that. If you're interested in the merit scholarship, which is the $10,000 scholarship, they would require the personal statement and the resume. So a committee that's not affiliated with UHV does select our candidates who apply and select the recipient of that scholarship. It is awarded to more than one person per semester, and it is just based on that committee and what they decide. As far as what they're looking for in a personal statement or a resume, they just want to select candidates who have a clear purpose for why they are studying, and why they may need this financial assistance, and what they want to contribute down the line. So just communicating your story. What is your story and what makes you a unique individual is, I believe, whatever's going to speak to them is who they will choose.
Okay, thank you so much. And for the assistantship jobs, what the students need to demonstrate to get an assistantship position? Is there any requirements for that?
Yeah, so a graduate assistantship at our university, the way it works is it's almost like just applying for a job. If there's an open position, our students can apply, or they can even be recommended by faculty members, and that would be awesome because it definitely makes you a more competitive candidate if you are close with your faculty members so that they can recommend you for graduate assistant positions, and they also might even want to take you on as an assistant. So definitely getting a close relationship with your professors and being a very active, engaged student is a way that you can pursue these opportunities. Just being actively engaged and being, very in tune with what you're doing and your professors, your studies. These are ways in which you would be more competitive than other students to secure these positions.
Okay, thank you for the answer. The question from the audience. First of all, thank you so much. Wonderful presentation. And the question is, do we choose the specific on-campus job? And I believe there is a continuation of the question. Like if we say during our application process that we are ready to work on campus because we need some extra money, do we need to specify what we expect to work, what we expect to do and to work as an assistant of a professor, or I believe this is an assistantship opportunity, or does the university choose for its own where it needs more people and where there is a need and where we be a good fit? So
Right.
how it happens?
Thank you so much for the question. So for our on-campus job opportunities, it wouldn't be included in your admissions process. So once you're completely admitted, then it would depend on what's open in certain departments or if certain faculty members are looking for assistantships. So this is why it's really awesome to connect with the university's Career Services Center because they know exactly what's going to be open or what already is open. And they can give you a heads up on, hey, this department is hiring if you're interested in working, or if you even connect with them and say, hey, whenever a position opens in the computer science department, could you let me know? I'm super interested. I would love to work for this department. So just having these connections with your university is going to give you the heads up on knowing what's going to be open and what you can apply for.
Okay, thank you. To make it clear, it can be done during the application period, right? The students can already contact the career center and say, "Hey, I'm planning to apply, and I'm also looking for some information if there will be something available for me there." Is it correct?
Absolutely, yes. As an example, we actually just admitted an international student who is interested in working for our international office, and once she is fully admitted, we are excited to take her on and employ her as a graduate assistant.
Wonderful. Thank you for the answer. Considering financial aid, is the fellowship option for research-based fields, for example, law, possible in U.S. universities?
Fellowship option. Yeah, I would say that there are some universities who do offer research-based positions. Yes.
But it's more like PhD programs, or it's also master degree? Do you think it's?
I would say that it would be equally a master and PhD programs would offer that financial. A lot of times they offer like stipends in order to continue your research at that university. A lot of PhD programs do offer fully funded scholarships as well. So yeah, definitely do that research because there are some universities who do offer fully funded scholarships or even financial aid in those research-based fields.
Do you know if your university has the fellowship opportunities? Any fellowship opportunities?
Yeah, our university, we offer the graduate assistantships, and most of our positions are not research-based.
Thank you so much. Okay, and the next question is that you mentioned safety as a factor for consideration while making the choice. Are there examples of universities that are located in bad neighborhoods?
I think it would depend on, determining, is your university closer to a major city, a major metropolitan area, or is it maybe located a little bit outside of that in a more maybe country type area? So as far as for Victoria and Katy, Victoria is located about an hour away from all of the major cities, and Katy is located about 30 minutes from our downtown city. So, we're really safe because we're not necessarily inside the metropolitan hub. We're just close enough that you can visit these cities and have an amazing experience, but you don't have to, necessarily worry about any safety issues or even, determining like travel. If you wanted to travel to the cities, you would be more in traffic and things like that.
But can you kind of develop more about the safety? What should the student look for in university's information for the safety? What exactly can it be? Like transportation, or probably like the campuses, or what like specifically can it be as a part of the safety issue?
Right. Thank you so much. So what I would suggest is that most U.S. universities, especially public institutions, do require crime statistics in the area to be published every single year. So a quick Google search on your university looking for these statistics can give you an idea of what you might be expecting as far as safety in these areas.
Mm-hmm. And like the measures that the university takes just to make the campus area safe, correct?
Yes, I know for our campus, we have on-campus police 24/7. You are able to contact them at any time, any place. They offer escort services if you maybe are leaving your class very late and you would like to be walked back to your dorms or your car. So these are measures that we take just to, even though we're located in very safe areas, we just want to really make our students feel like they have options and that they have resources to contact. So these are another thing you could research about your university. Do they offer on-campus security services?
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. This is, I think, this is a very important topic for our students to think about. While we have no more questions from the audience, I also have one. Probably, if there will be no more questions, it's going to be my last question. My last question is about the basically the statistics that you mentioned during your presentation, that the students can look at the jobs that the alumni of your university get after they graduate from the university, to see where our students our international students can get the information about the university, about the profile of the student, about the employment, about everything.
Mm-hmm. So they're definitely welcome to contact the international office of the university that they are interested in. I know our office, we love to provide our students with more information about what our students do after graduation. Also, you're eligible for OPT, which is optional practical training, which you can get up to a year's work experience while after completing your degree. So these are you can also contact the Career Services Department. I know for our department, they keep in contact with our alumni so that we can see how our students are doing, and we don't want to have our students after graduation just be like, hey, good luck, I hope you have a great life. We want to serve our students through graduation, through their working opportunities, and like I said, you can always contact different departments. I know our faculty is very open and love to talk about what their students are doing after graduation. Many of our students keep in close contact with the faculty members. So I would suggest, for example, if you're interested in computer science, you can always contact a computer science faculty member or the international office, career services, and ask, what kind of jobs do your students get after graduation in this particular field? Could you tell me what they're interested, what they're doing now, if you know? And if the offices are able to provide that information, I think it's really awesome that that they're connecting with their students after they leave and complete their degree.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And there is another question from the audience. Is there any data available for the selectivity rate of a program percentage of applicants, etc.?
I'm not sure if that would be available like to the public, depending on the university. I think that would vary. I know for us that you are always welcome to contact us, and we would love to provide this information. I know that we usually intake about 100 international students per semester, and right now we are currently serving, I believe, 160 international students, including the ones who are still on OPT.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just wonder if you have any Ukrainian students, but I don't. Maybe probably if anybody wants to find out, you can contact Casey and she will be able to tell you.
For our graduate students, I'd say that usually we intake about 30 to 45 graduate students every semester.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And yeah, and I see no more questions from the audience, and it's almost an hour. And thank you, Casey, so much for the presentation, for the answers. Thank you for listening us and joining us. Just in case if our students, our audience has questions, more questions for you. Do you have any contact information, or is anything students can just do, how they can write you if they need to find out more from you about your university?
Yeah, absolutely. So they are always welcome to email us at international@uhv.edu. And also, if you just visit our website, uhv.edu, we also have, you can call our phone, as well as we have a virtual Zoom lobby where students are able to pop into our Zoom link at any time from 8 to 5 CST, and they can get their questions answered immediately.
Thank you. And we have thank you from the audience, Casey. And I think this is all for today. Again, thank you for joining. Thank you for finding time. And we'll probably see you in maybe our future webinars talking about different topics, maybe about computer science programs. We'll see. And thank you, everybody, for joining us, for listening to us. So see you next Thursday. And as a reminder, please join us this Saturday for the Higher Education Fair. It will be fun.
Thank you so much for having us.